FC24 latest realism sliders and settings. We're back again. Now in this video, I'll be giving you guys the best sliders and settings to apply to your game to make it as realistic as possible, which is honestly very much limited, because if you have watched my previous videos, you know my thoughts on this game. It's just a mess, but in this video I'll be helping you guys to make it a little less of a mess, so make sure to stick around. And if you're going to enjoy the video, please do drop a like on it and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. The last slider video I did was following title update 12, and I got some pretty decent reviews on that. Still wasn't completely impressed with the state of the game, but it wasn't too bad. Shortly after that, we got title update 13, in my opinion the worst update so far, and that's when I just basically stopped playing the game. But only a few days later we got title update 14, and I was like, you know what, it's not too bad. I've been playing it recently. I mean, I've been trying to desperately escape FC24, but I just keep getting sucked back in because I desperately want a footballing simulation video game. But our options are very much limited, so here we are. Title update 14 was an improvement on 13, so in today's video we'll be making like a combination following both 13 and 14 to apply these sliders on. And oddly enough, regarding patch notes, there weren't many changes to gameplay specifically on either title update. Let's start off with 13 here. We got some updated star heads, we have some updated instances of incorrect text, just basic bugs within the game, nothing really that impacts gameplay directly. We actually got some changes regarding career mode, okay, and one of them is when switching difficulty to legendary, the game settings CPU slider for acceleration could have been incorrectly lowered. This happened multiple times because whenever I play career mode, I use world class, legendary, and ultimate, depending on whether I'm playing home or away or in Europe, so on and so forth. I've explained multiple times in the past, and I'd find that the AI acceleration will just drop down to 0 for whatever reason, so I'm glad that has been fixed. Penalty takers could not have been selected during penalty shootouts. To those who watched my last career mode video, Newcastle United, we went to penalties in the Carabao Cup final. I couldn't select the penalties, and then it didn't go well, so I'm glad that's fixed finally. And in manager career, when a contract was terminated, the next job offer could have incorrectly been for the same club. I never experienced that, but it's good to see that there have been some bugs fixed there. Now on to title update 14. Title update 14 fixed nothing regarding career mode and nothing specific to the gameplay, just some general audio and visual settings, I guess, is what we're interested in here. Updated instances of incorrect text, UI and ad boards displaying, updated some gloves, balls, and kits, etc. Addressed instances of stability issues that could have occurred. Again, just fixing bugs, and the amount of updates that have been released is a clear indicator of how broken this game is. It still is. I'm sure you can see the gameplay on screen right now. It's not perfect, but I definitely believe it's significantly better to default gameplay. But now let's get into the actual sliders. And when I actually made these specific set of sliders, I did something a little bit different. I actually switched the whole slider set back to default and played some default gameplay on slow game speed, and it was awful. It's just unplayable. So I was like, you know what, let's build the sliders from the very beginning. Just forget everything else that happened in the past, and let's try to fix this game from the ground up. And this is what I have put together. First of all, sprint speed, we have 3 for the user, and then we have 2 for the AI. We have acceleration on 50 for the user and 49 for the AI. Shot error is on 66 for the user and 77 for the AI. We have pass error on 66 for the user and 77 for the AI. We have shot speed on 48 for the user, and we have it on 47 for the AI. Pass speed is on 40 for the user and 30 for the AI. So you'll notice a theme here. Yeah, things are made a little bit more difficult for the AI than they are for the user, because there's certain slider sets that just don't affect the AI as much as you would like them to. Okay, so you'll see the values for the AI are slightly higher in regards to the arrow sliders. Okay, moving on, we have injury frequency on 85 for both, and injury severity is on 35 for both. Again, I've kept this the same throughout this whole FC24 journey. Some people still say they get too many injuries in career mode, some people say they get no injuries in career mode. It's just a bit bit inconsistent. It's just about which card you draw. Are you lucky? Are you not in regards to injuries? Because even for me, there are certain seasons where I get loads of injuries and some where I get none. So it's just one of those. And now the following sliders are going to be identical for both the user and the AI. Okay, so goalkeeper ability is on 66. We have marking on 55. Run frequency is on 10. We have line height on 60 to raise up that defensive line just a bit higher, not for the defenses to sit too deep. We have line length on 35 to make it a bit more compact within that defensive line. And then we have line width on 47, again, to put the center backs closer together in the line so that there aren't many spaces in between the defenders. And then fullback positioning down to 30 so that the fullbacks don't get too high up and they get exposed. So these sliders are all about defensive positioning, right? So that your players don't get caught out of position too often. There will be instances if you manually drag them out of position, or if the AI manually drags out one defender out of position. That will still happen, but with these sliders, it will happen significantly less. And then finally, we have first touch control error, which is on 66 for the user and 77 for the AI. Now I get some questions regarding how to adjust these sliders. So regarding the error sliders, first touch control error, pass error, short error, and so on, the higher you make the slider, the more errors they make. So it makes it difficult for either the user or the AI, depending on which set of sliders you're changing, right? And if you lower the error sliders, it makes it easier. So if you lower pass error, it makes it easier for them to pass and to shoot and to take a touch, so on and so forth. But then if you increase something such as marking, it makes them mark tighter and make it easier for them to win the ball back. So some people have been a bit confused with that, but I hope I have clarified that part out. Regarding game speed, I play on slow game speed. I play on 6-minute halves, and exclusively after this update, I'm playing on world class difficulty. I'm not touching legendary, I'm not touching ultimate. Once you get there, it gets a bit weird, it gets a bit ugly, okay? Even on world class, it's not perfect, but it is as good as it gets. Because from my experience with EA, the higher the difficulty, the more they try to make it difficult, the more unplayable it becomes. It just goes from being easy to being unplayable. There's no middle ground where you get a good challenge and you actually get rewarded for your skills. So if you find these too easy, apply the game settings as well. I make this alongside the sliders to complement each other, okay? So stuff such as semi-assisted passing, semi-assisted shooting, semi-assisted crossing instead of fully assisted adds that layer of difficulty as well. If you find that too easy, go full manual passing, full manual shooting. That'll make it a bit more challenging. It'll put more control in your hands as well. But I'd suggest playing with these settings rather than going to legendary or going to ultimate. I've been there, trust me. After this update, you don't want to go there. The only adjustment I have personally made regarding the game settings is the marking. I was using advanced defending, now I'm back to tactical, because again, advanced defending wasn't so good at the beginning of FC 24. There was a period where it really worked and was the best method to use, but right now I think tactical may be the safe bet. Tactical defending with assisted jockeying. If you're feeling a bit adventurous, if you're feeling like it's a bit too easy, go with manual jockeying, but there's always a way to make the game difficult without adjusting the difficulty. Now, my overall thoughts on the game is it could still be better. It still needs a long way to go to improve. I still don't fully enjoy playing this game, and I don't really plan on starting a career mode series anytime soon with the current state the game is in. Thus, going out and venturing on stuff such as playing NBA 2K24. Okay, I think I'm gonna be exploring more games. I'll still come with the slider updates like I am here today, so make sure you are still tuned in, and eventually we'll be back with football related content, okay? Either older FIFA games, or if somehow I get myself to commit to a career mode series, which is just a nightmare because I don't enjoy playing the game. You see the conundrum we're in here? I don't know, we'll come up with something, but as always, leave me your suggestions in the comments down below. Please do drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. I've been Cookie Crusher, and I'll see you guys next time.